Good morning, darlings. Are we live here on Facebook? Happy Thriving Thursday with your host, Tamara Ross. I am getting us up and running and going on the Instagram. Give me one moment. Oh, I found this really cool sparkle filter and now I can't find it. How are you all on this Thriving Thursday? What is happening? How do you be? We're talking about all things creation and manifestation, one of my favorite topics. And inside of this particular topic, I have a couple things that we're going to dive in. So think about the thing that you're creating, the thing that you're manifesting. That's what we're going to bring to the table right now. And that's what we're gonna step into, unlocking your exponential capacity to create. I found, God, I really wanted to. Let me see if I can find this one again. This filter had a sparkle on it. If you have a sparkle filter, you should send it my way. That's what I think. If you have a sparkle filter, send it my way. I want the sparkle filter. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead. It's saved. Okay, let's see. Nope. Still not letting me do it. Hi, good morning, Ray. Good morning, Pamela. How are your creations doing? What are you taking on in this Thriving Thursday? I really want you to lean in and share first. What is it you are creating? What is it you're stepping into? What is it you're changing in your life? What is it that you're doing differently? Like that's where we want to actually create some magic, if you will. So that's the opportunity today. And we're going to talk about the 3 things you can do to step into it and like what it's actually going to take. Because I think a lot of times we talk about it, but we're not talking about like the actuality of it. I can't find the sparkle filter again. I'm so sad. I'm going to have to go live without my sparkle filter. Can you believe it? This is crazy talk. Maybe that one will be sparkle enough. That's a crazy sparkle. Nobody wants to look at that. Trust me. Nobody wants to touch that sparkle. Yeah, first world problems. That's what we're going to call this. All right, we'll just do the coffee filter. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so go ahead and pick something that you're out to accomplish, something you're out to change, something you're out to create. We all have something that you've got your mind set to. Good morning, Shannon. Welcome to the party. So whether for you it is I'll go with the top 4: relationships, money, business, health and well-being. Maybe it's something even bigger, right, Kelly? Like once you have all that, now what are you creating? So think about something that you're creating, something that you want to step into. And I want you to notice just for a moment, because what we talked about on Tuesday was we talked about the blocks, right? We talked about the limiters. We talked about the limitation. So the opportunity today is we talk about the limitation on Tuesday, and now we're going to talk about like how to actually change it. So just for a refresher, the typical limiters that were keeping you, right, was like, I'm trying, using the term trying, because trying isn't creating anything. Like the not now, later conversation, right? Not now, later, trying. Those are all things that show up in the field. There's one more. I can't even remember what it was. Maybe somebody will remind me. Okay. So the not now, later, the trying, and then something else. So anyways, we are going into, okay, now that you've identified it and hopefully you've settled in, you've been with me, you're identifying, you're letting it bubble up. You're noticing, oh yeah, I do have those limiters. Oh yeah, I do follow that. What in the world? Why would I do that? Then if you're noticing it and you've allowed it to bubble up in the last couple days, now we can actually talk about like what creates the change. So look, everything we do here at My Life, My Design, everything I do and everything I've been coaching people in for a very long time has to do with energetic mastery. Why energy? Because energy is the thing that makes the difference. Energy lives in 3 realms. That's your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. The fake it till you make it. That's right, Ray. It's so funny. I couldn't tune into that. Right. So the third one on Tuesday was fake it till you make it. Right. And so underlining inside of fake it till you make it is the essence of not it. Right. We've talked about also the energy of like want and need is the essence of not having the thing as well. So if you are creating something and you have a future, you're creating, a future you're living into, a future self you want to bring into the reality, how do you do that with velocity? What is the quickest way to do that? And that's what we want to identify right now, is what's the quickest way to bring that future that you're creating into the now right now. So the first thing would be to relinquish those 3 things we talked about on Tuesday, which is the fake it till you make it, the not now later energy, and the I'm trying, right? You just have to surrender to like you're manifesting it, it's being created, and it's all happening. What's up, Brooke, my other redhead friend? So just understand that the first thing to do is to actually just relinquish those energies, those limiters, and those things that are stopping you. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to look at, okay, well, how do I create more quickly with this? How do you actually activate it in the now? So we're going to do something really cool right now, which is we're going to do a little meditation. We're just going to do a little like essence of like getting us centered into the thing that you're creating. So how many of you want to get centered for your day? It's Thursday. What better way to start the day? Any day, really. Doesn't have to be just Thursday. Then to get centered, aligned, and be intentional about what we're doing next. So I invite you to go ahead and get still, maybe settle in. Oh, Brick said, girl, so many journaling pages of letting go of all the things we learned on Tuesday. Brooke, I love you. Way to do the work. You guys want to have big change in your world? Do the work. You got lots of opportunities to go inward. Brooke, you're killing it. Love it. You're killing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and just settle into ourselves. I'm going to have you actually close your eyes. If you're driving or doing something mechanical, please don't close your eyes. And please don't fully meditate right now. You can listen to my voice and you can have it trail off and guide you, but like don't necessarily close your eyes. Get what I'm saying? MG 1/3, I'm a cliff diver. Ooh, I don't know what MG is. Okay, so go ahead. Let's close your eyes for a second. Take a breath in and just get centered into yourself, your being. And allow the essence that is you. So we would say the consciousness, you could say soul, higher self, infinite being. So just allow that to integrate into your human self, the brain, the ego, and the personality. Bring them together as one. And then I want you to focus on that future, the thing that you desire most, that creation. If it's work, money, it could be all of it, work, money, health, well-being, a relationship. What is the picture you paint in your mind, the image, the experience that you're out to create, that you're out to accomplish? What does it feel like and look like on a daily basis? Morning, how do you wake up? What do you do throughout the day? How does your evening end? Are there any changes on a monthly basis, a weekly basis? Anything new that kind of gets drizzled into your life? Anything that happens on an annual basis? Maybe there's more trips, traveling. How are you traveling? Where are you going? What kind of experiences are you having? And you'll notice there are some energies that start to bubble up for you. Energies, the feelings, parts of the experience. This is your creation. This is your future. This is your next evolution. So go ahead and just let your eyes open slowly. I had to open my eyes sooner. I lost everybody on Instagram. Wasn't paying attention. Let your eyes open slowly. Come back to your body, come back to your being, and allow that future that we just activated. Now we activated it. You thought about it. You created something. There was a new reality that you got present to right now. Because there was a new reality that you got present to right now, we activated something. Now it takes more than just activating it. So there's a possibility, you know, you can have that future because we just saw it. It is now part of a timeline that you exist in because you thought about it. The multidimensional space lives in you tapping into these places, these things. The multidimensional space allows for any outcome to become present. That is the opportunity. Now, we've created this future. How many of you loved the future that we created? How many of you liked it a little bit? Okay, maybe. You got present to something you didn't know you loved. You got present to something that you didn't know you could have, maybe. Maybe you got present to all the things that you knew you have, loved, and liked, and you just integrated them into your being. Cool. Human design manifesting generator. If something feels right to me, just dive in. Brooke, come play with me. I love it. Okay. So look, those are the things that got activated. So how do you then continually live in your future self? So here's the thing I wrote down right before this call, right before, which is choice plus aligned action creates the change. Choice plus aligned action creates the change. So you have to be willing to choose something new. Oh, good. Adiana says, ready to incorporate it into the now. Even walks feel so juicy. Awesome. Okay. You have to be willing to make the choice. You have to be willing to take aligned actions. What are aligned actions? And this is where we come into the three things, right? Aligned actions are your thoughts, feelings, and actions all aligned in the reality you're creating, the reality you desire most, thoughts, feelings, and actions. If you're creating yourself as a powerhouse boss lady, and then you hide behind your to-do list and you never step up into a powerhouse boss lady, you're not aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions into the future that you're creating. I'm sorry. So this may be the wake up that you need today. Okay. If you're creating a future of like ease and travel and you keep choosing drama, then you're not actually surrendering into and aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with an ease of a future of ease and travel, or ease and change, and ease and whatever, fill in the blank. So you have to get right with yourself about where you are, what you've been perpetuating, what you've been choosing. And if you've been choosing things that are not aligned in that future self, you're not actually then going to manifest the future self. You see, activating it in a moment like a meditation is awesome. You know it exists, you know it's there. But every day you have to be willing to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the change that you desire, so that you align in the future you're creating. Because what you've been creating up until this point has been aligned in where you're aligned in now. So your thoughts, feelings, and actions have been aligned in wherever you are right now. Potentially. Maybe you've been working on it. If some of you have been around me for a while, right? So think about that for a moment. What are the thoughts, feelings, and actions you need to change? And are you willing right now to choose it fully? Choose it fully, that future. Choose it fully, that creation. Choose it fully, that thing that you just experienced in a moment. Are you willing to choose it? If you're not willing to choose it, then let's not pretend. But this would be an opportunity for you to actually step into choosing it, don't you think? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be a great way to kick off your Thursday and roll into the weekend? And it's the aligned action, and the aligned action is aligning your thoughts and feelings into the action of the future that you are creating. That is the opportunity inside of aligned action, and that creates the change. That creates the change. Now, here's the cool part. You do this enough over and over and over. So let's say lots of people around me, they're like, I want ease. I'm choosing a potty trained toddler. Brooke, I hear you, girl. We potty trained my girl, my kid. I think she was done in like 2.5 days, 3 days. You just let her run around naked. She might tinkle somewhere, but she learned real quick to put it in the toilet. It was very good. Okay, so here's the deal. A lot of you have not been fully choosing the future. But when you fully choose the future, the universe is paying attention. You see, whatever your actions are, your thoughts, feelings, and actions, whatever they are, whatever they've been aligned in, is that what the universe is paying attention. The universe is listening. Source energy is listening. Your higher self is listening. It's all based in your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And so you have been perpetuating some reality up until this point. You want a big change? Stop now. Make the change. Make the thoughts, feelings, and actions change. That's the opportunity now. And then what happens is the universe starts hearing. So if you're like ease, you may have to give up drama. You may have to give up fighting. You may have to give up a reality that you have been addicted to or that you have been perpetuating either consciously or unconsciously, if you actually desire ease. That is the opportunity here, if you want it. Now, once you start doing that, so your thoughts, feelings, and actions are aligned and say ease, and you do that over and over and over, then the universe pays attention. You've aligned your field. So what do you start to attract? Ease. But you have to be willing to realign your field. Right now, we're calling it like truing up the field, right? Truing up the field. So there are things that you haven't wanted, you haven't desired, that keep popping up in your reality, but you haven't made the choice to change it. You haven't then aligned your thoughts, feelings, and actions in what you actually desire. So you may have addictions, you may have patterns, you may have things that keep getting in the way. This is your opportunity to leave those at the door. It's the opportunity, leave them with me. I mean, what else are you going to do with them? Might as well leave them with me. Okay. I'll take care of those patterns. See, be you, be kind. I'll take care of those patterns. I'll take care of it. The addiction, leave it with me. Anything that has you feel like you can't, anything that has you feel like you couldn't, anything that has you feel or sense or think or experience that today is just some iteration of something from the past, that the next choice you make will be something from the past. That is not the truth. That is how you've been trained in your brain. You're calculating out the future based on the past. Neither one of those exists. We already covered that on Tuesday. We've already covered that on Tuesday. On Tuesday, what we talked about was the only thing that exists is the now timeline. That's it. The now timeline. Yeah. My sister is messaging me. She's talking about the taking care of energy. We're truing up the field, right? People don't notice that. Okay. So is this making sense? Is this making sense? Can you see something? Like, you have to be willing to have that future that you desire and leave all of the challenges at the door. If you want ease, life could be very ease-filled if you really desire it to be such. Okay, that is your Thriving Thursday continuation from our Tuesday talk. So much sense. Awesome, Brooke. I'm glad it makes sense. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is all about your creations, all about your creations. So we talked about the 3 biggest limiters, the fake it till you make it, the quote unquote trying, and the not now, later. Now we've also integrated for you today how you can actually overcome all of that. But the cool part is, thank you, Brooke, for doing the work, girlfriend, right? Is like you can actually get interested in all those speed bumps. You can actually get interested where you're perpetuating something like that. But now we can step into the new reality. We can activate the new reality. And remember, the thing that makes change is your choice plus aligned action. Choice plus aligned action. That makes the change. The aligned action has to be thoughts, feelings, and actions, all in that future self. That will have the change happen. Oh, you're so welcome, Pamela. Adriana says, blow my mind every day. Man, I love this work. I love you, girlfriend. I love you. Brooke, if you're ever interested in doing a deeper dive, message me. I'll blow your mind every day and change your life. All right, that's all we got. So here's the deal. It is Thursday. Have a fabulous weekend. Take these principles with you throughout the weekend. Look at what you're creating. Look at what might be stopping you. Look at what you're aligning in. Look at what you'd like to change. Private message me, direct message me, and let's create something that we all love, a future that works for everybody. I love you madly. Here's to expanding consciousness on the planet with you, with me, and with all the beings that are here to expand consciousness. I love you. I love you. I love you. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.